Welcome to another Varnberg Implement Tech Tips, and today we're here with the Massey Ferguson GC1715. We're going to show you how simple and easy it is to take off the loader and reinstall it. This process is going to be very similar on any of the Massey Ferguson subcompacts or compact tractors. We're going to jump in here, we'll show you the procedures and show you how simple and easy it is to take your loader off your Massey Ferguson. First step, we're going to need to fire the tractor up. We're going to raise the loader just a little bit. First thing you'll need to do is pull the two cotter pins on the inside, pull this pin out, and lower the loader stand. When you install the pins, in this situation we're going to install in the maximum setting. You just put the pin back in and put the cotter key back on the other side, and that'll hold the stands here. And we'll need to do that on both sides. You need to make sure you use the same hole you used on that side on this side with a level surface. Once we have that done, we're going to move in here and I'm going to show you how to take the pins off the rear. The next step is to remove these quick clips off both of these pins. You'll need to pull those out. I'm going to repeat the procedure on the other side and then we'll get ready to show you how to undo this. Now that we have our pins out of both sides and out of the way, okay, with our loader stands down, we're going to use the tractor hydraulics. We're going to roll this, we're going to lower this to pull this out since we have no pin here, and then it'll pull the bucket up, and I'll show you how it's done here. Pull that pin forward. Now we'll start cycling your bucket. One thing, if it don't pop out of here, that I've learned, especially on a new tractor, is you may step on the bucket will help lift this up. Tilt that up a little bit, pull it forward. With a new loader, you're going to have fresh paint here and fresh paint on the pins, and you may have to just roll that bucket up a hair, step on the loader to pop this pin up. Now it's supported on the stands. We'll jump over to the other side. I'll show you where the hydraulic couplers and all that is. Your last step is to disconnect the hydraulics. You push in and pull out, but the first thing we want to do with the tractor off is relieve our hydraulic pressure. Now that the hydraulic pressure is firmly there, push in, pull out, put your cap on, and put your cap on there. And you would do that to all four of them. They're color coded. You can see that's red and blue. Now we've got green and we got black. And I'll put our caps on to keep our couplers nice and clean, and I'll show you that we can pull away. Now that we have our hoses unconnected, put it in here. Tighten it up. 100% away. Go out here. And this is your loader standing on its own with no tools. Now, we're going to jump on the loader and I'll show you how to connect this, and it'll make it a lot easier to understand. Now the fun part, we're going to hook this back up. What you need to do is get your tractor centered right down the center. Just slow and easy come into it. And you'll watch, we're not real centered, so we're going to back up where we're straight and easy. You want to make sure that you're nice and straight when you come in. It's going to make life a lot easier. Watch that side and watch this side. And we're pretty close. Now we need to dismount, put it in neutral, apply the parking brake, and connect the hydraulic hoses. Now for reconnecting the hydraulic hoses. You want to start down here on the bottom, closest to the tractor. That's going to be the hardest one to do. So we're going to start with our black. Push it in. Pull our coupler back. Give it a yank to make sure it's connected. Do all 4 hoses. They're color coded. Whoop. I had red in the black, and that wouldn't have worked. You've got to connect the system the same way. Just make sure that they're good and connected, and that's all you got to do. Now we'll use the hydraulics to lower the loader back onto the tractor. Once we're back on the tractor, we'll start it up, and we're going to put that pin right here in this holder. Release the parking brake and pull forward. Want to go forward. Now we want to lower our bucket. We've got that side going. We need to come back just a hair. This side needs to go forward a little bit. We get her lowered in there. Get the bucket off the ground. You've seen them snap in. Now what we need to do, and if you watch this pin, next step is to raise the loader and remove the stands. We'll apply our parking brake. We're on these 2 pins now. Now we just need to get the other pins and connect it. What we need to do is pull the cotter pin, pull this pin out, pull this up, slide our pin right back through there. Put it through there, put our cotter pin back in. And we got our loader stands back up. Final step is to start the tractor again and make sure those bottom pins are in now on both sides. You can see that from the tractor seat. So now that we have that in, we can put our cross pins in. Now that we have that, we can put these pins back in. We just have to grab our pins, put it in there, slide it in, latch that side, we'll go to the other side. We're over here. We'll grab our pin. You can see that pin's there. You want to index it so that pin stays in that groove right here. You notice that groove, it won't go anywhere except right there. That's what you got to do to take your loader on and off. Now we got the pins all in, and they're in that. Make sure that little notch is in there. It's all on. It's ready to go do some loader work. Back dragging, anything you want to do, we got the loader back on. Jump on here. Put our safety belt on. And I'm going to tell you something. Get you a Massey Ferguson, you can do a lot with it. Thank you. Nice and secure and ready to start using. Put the dropper down, put it in float, start back up. Thank you for tuning in to another Tech Tips from Varnberg Implement. I hope that helped you learn more about how to install and take off your loader on your Massey Ferguson GC series or any of the 1700 series are the exact same way. Thank you. I'm getting ready to go enjoy this Massey Ferguson and play with it a little bit. I love driving them.